All right, welcome to the quick look of Deus Ex: Human Revolution. So I'm basically going to be running solo with this for now. But I thought for the quick look, why not do Deus Ex because of the leak that came out just recently for the next Deus Ex game, starring the very wonderful Adam Jensen. Basically, I'm just going to show you the basics of the game and talk about why I like it. Well, first off, I like it is that I like the fact that you can just run around and, you know, talk to people and stuff like that. The one thing that's kind of this might be a little bit annoying about this quick look is that I'm probably going to be talking over dialogue and stuff like that. But yeah, the one thing that I think this game definitely has going for it is that, you know, it's got some very interesting dialogue options and choices. And I like I just like the aesthetic. First off, the presentation-wise is pretty cool. I like the golds because you know, a lot of grays, obviously, because it is going to be cyberpunk. But I think the gold is kind of a neat little thing. So we're going to do something very natural. Just walk in. All right, guys, washroom. Like in every good game, you got to be able to do this. This is key. This is very, very key. Alright, but it's definitely kind of an exploration game. It makes me think of some of the shooters like from the classic days. More recent memory, you could say maybe BioShock, the first one anyway. So right now I'm in the wrong bathroom. Whoops. But right now we're going to go talk to our good friend Pritchard. I did jump ahead a little bit in the game. We skipped the intro that basically talks about the tutorial and stuff like that. But very similar to some of the other games, there's a lot of things you can interact with, and I feel like that's pretty good. But we'll get deeper into the gameplay once we make it a little bit later on, so we're just going to take the elevator up. If you're wondering, right now I gotta get my eye retina fixed because the screen is glitched. That's not how it looks on a regular basis. And I also just realized that I made the same mistake that I did last time. I took the elevator up, and I was supposed to go to the second floor. There is markers, and I feel like the markers are actually pretty good. You don't get lost too often in this game, unless you really dive into it. But I think the best thing about it is the fact that there's a lot of places to explore. One of my favorite things to do in video games is just explore all the levels and look for all the little secrets and nooks and crannies and all this stuff. And this right now is showing you the security cameras and some of the stealth systems. Later on you have to deal with that. This is a hacking part right now. And it's kind of interesting. You can either type in the code, and this is what's I feel like interesting about this game is that actually going through emails or people's computers and writing down numbers and codes and stuff like that is actually important in this game because it can help you bypass certain things. All right, let's just talk to Pritchard.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Naturally.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might.
But the game does a pretty good job of doing a couple different things. Might as well talk about just a couple different things like the voice acting. This game unfortunately isn't known for having the most top-tier voice acting in the game. Pritchard's not bad. I feel like the main cast is actually pretty decent, but some of the side characters, especially when you go into Chinatown later on, are really, really, really bad and aren't great. So you know what? I'm not going to confront. I'm just going to ignore.
Lucky for you, I'm going to ignore that comment. We're done here.
Oh, and by the way, Jensen, I know you've gone through a lot of physical changes of late, but
yes.
You didn't become a woman. Stay out of the ladies' restroom.
So, I like that. I like the fact that me being an idiot and going into the restroom actually caused shit to happen. So these are other things. You actually get experience for looking at emails and stuff like that over time. Yeah. Final Fantasy 20... I want to say 26? Yeah, you know what? At this point, it really is going to be Final Fantasy 26.
Almost there.
Good.
But L2 is your run button, and it's a little bit weird to get used to. A lot of games that have the L2 run button. I actually want to check something if I can change my control scheme. No, unfortunately, that is the one downside. You don't really have much control over your control scheme, so you kind of have to just, you know, get used to it. You can change the the X-axis stuff as usual.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I
Good
know
old
it?
Malik.
I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you, 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead.
Well, I'm
You sure
freaking
you're
Adam
ready for
Jensen.
this?
I'm gonna reassure. This is one of my favorite things in video games is just optional dialogue stuff, and you can just choose different things. Later on, there's actually a perk
Roger that.
that allows you
The boss is already on board,
give you
arguing with
hints
the
out of
DPD's
what
tactical
dialogue options you
response
should
team.
use
They've got the
overall in
plant
the
surrounded,
game
but Mr. Seraph wants me to go in first.
to get characters to do certain things.
You all set here?
So there's
Because
sort
the
of like
sooner
a
we take
kind
off,
of
the
like
better it will be for
there's sort of
everyone.
like a puzzle when you get to dialogue options.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
And I really, really like that because it adds a certain layer and depth to the game.
No, I don't think it's a
I think the models
coincidence
overall
they
are
hit us today, only hours
okay.
after we moved the
They could be a
Typhoon in
little
for
bit
a
better,
satellite
but to be
factory.
honest, I think the
Typhoon?
best thing about this game
Megan's
is the
team was testing
gameplay.
it the day that best.
The presentation's not bad,
point for these guys?
but I think its biggest
I know
asset is
you
its
and Megan
gameplay.
were once
Who
And a
is on
couple
point for
other
these
different
guys?
things, obviously some of the dialogue,
goes by the
other
name
things
of
like that.
Sanders.
So
That's
we're
him
getting a
there.
good picture of Sanders.
He's an augmented Adam. So he can't be one of the
And the
rogues
one
that
thing I will
attacked
say that's
us,
good about this
but he
game is
did
that
know
you
exactly how to
you
get
don't it's
inside our
the
plan.
story's not
All right.
forced in your
So how do
face
you
a
want me
whole
to handle
lot.
this?
But
First
if you want to
priority
learn
is the
more about the
Typhoon.
world and stuff like
Keep the
that, you
SWAT
can
out
go
until
through
you've
the text
secured it.
logs, you can go through
As
the
far as
little
rules of
emails
engagement
and stuff
go,
like that.
I'll defer to you.
Apparently, there's a lot of references to
Lethal
the
or
earlier Deus
non-lethal?
Exes because this game is technically a prequel, which is kind of interesting. So for me, I would rather show off the non-lethal methods because I really like the stealth system. I think it's kind of neat. Because lethal methods are, you know, your typical guns and stuff like that. You can go loud with shotguns and machine guns, but we're gonna go non-lethal.
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay, but just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember
Yes.
what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways.
This is
But
true.
the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
This is what I really like about this beginning is that you go to the non-lethal or lethal, and basically you're gonna see if you go the non-lethal, you either get the choice of a tranquilizer rifle and the stun gun, or you can get a machine gun or a revolver. Honestly, I think going the non-lethal route is a little bit better choice because it's actually harder to get these stealth weapons than it is to get like the machine gun and stuff like that. So we're gonna go distance. We're gonna go tranquilizer rifle.
Give me something with distance. If I get too close, I'll take them out personally.
Just try not to break anything expensive. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs, but Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running
Good old
comms.
Pritchard.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Yes. Good old Sarah. Alright, this is actually, I'm going to wait for this to save up, and I'm going to showcase something so that you guys know, and this is important. This is very important. Oh, I can't save just yet. Okay. I think that's an autosave that I could do. Maybe I'll leave the zone, because I really want to showcase this really kind of silly thing that they allow you to do. That's going to talk about menus, but we're not going to talk about menus just yet. Yes, we are. Okay, so let's just talk about our menus for the point. This game's got a couple different menus. There's obviously the quests. You got your active missions. And this. So this is the greatest thing ever. So I might have talked about how much I love Attaché Case, which is the inventory system from Resident Evil 4. And I really, really, really am disappointed that not many other games that I know of have used it. And this is one of the games that does use it, and it uses it relatively effectively. So how it works is that essentially you're given a a gun, and that gun takes up a certain amount of space or a certain amount of cubes. The ammo takes up a certain amount of space and stuff like that. So what you end up having to do, so I can move this around if I wanted to put it down here, and I can grab this and move it here. But what it ends up what I like about it is that it kind of gives you this sort of system where you have to go, okay, where am I going to put the ammo? Do I want to carry around this big rocket launcher that's going to fill up all this space, or do I want to have a bunch of smaller weapons? Like, the sky's the limit, and that's what I really like about this game, is that that you do get these options. The next tab is the augmentations and stuff like that. So there's a couple different augmentations. You get your health system, but what I like about it is that there's different types of augmentations. If you really like the hacking stuff in this game, or anything that has to do with hacking and stuff like that, you can get right into that with with these kind of perks. There's more offensive perks in the game, like something that stabilizes, something that gives you a longer sprint, gives you armor, the ability to parachute, which is actually kind of interesting. And my favorite is actually the social enhancer, which allows you to analyze and persuade people, and it also allows you to kind of like look into certain scenes, because there's certain scenes in the game where you're gonna have to kind of guess and try and figure out. So I'm just gonna move up a little bit forward. Let's open up. Once again, I love this. I love searching around and doing stuff like that. I think that's great. We're gonna just do a quick save. Save data 1. Let's create a new save. The saving takes a little while, which is kind of a downside to this game. It's not too bad though. Alright, so now that we saved, I'm going to show you something ridiculous. So, I'm going to pick up this trash can. Now this is a very amazing trash can. And 1, 2, 3. So, I find that really funny how even if you chuck things at enemies, whether or not they're friendly or not, you just get really, really wrecked if you're not careful. One of my favorite things is that when I started up this game, I was just, screwing around with a box, and I chucked it at an enemy just for lols. I didn't expect that chucking the box at the enemy would actually cause it to shoot back, which I found really, really funny. So that's your lesson. Some of the tutorials are up right now, but we're just gonna go easy peasy and knock this guy out. Press. The game actually gives you tutorials, so you can do what you want with that. So this is actually the dragging mechanic, where you can take all the items, search and whatnot. Seems relatively clear. So the one thing I do also like about this game, yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous with the ragdoll, but it kind of has to be. And you just hold to drag them. So we're gonna just bring our good friend in here. Pick up our stun darts. So right now, if we go to our inventory, we can see that we've got well, these are stun darts, and then we have the tranquilizer. So if we pick up a stun gun, we should be good. Now this is kind of the interesting thing. We can go that way. Now let's go take a look at this. Several different guys. Don't want to do that. But cool thing is, we don't have to. So the level design in this game is actually pretty damn solid, because instead of going through all that and possibly getting our ass kicked really, really badly, we can actually take this ladder. we can decide to take everyone out, but we're gonna show this. Just do this, and this is what the game's level design really shines: is that there's multiple different routes and stuff like that. So you're not. It's not a corridor shooter, even though you're going to be in corridors. Okay. Yeah. Aha! That's what I mean. I almost forgot that. I almost forgot. I was a little bit confused there. And see, that's what I like, is that you're gaining experience for just finding hidden stuff, reading stuff like that. So just doing cool things in the game gives you experience points and stuff like that. Although, I don't know how to use doors. Alright. Ooh! Remote detonated explosive rifle. Okay, we're going to take that. So, right now, we got a freaking giant silent sniper rifle. And that is a little bit OP to have right in the beginning of the game, but hey, you know, why not? So we're just going to equip it just to see how it works. So yeah, we could like just pop everyone right now if we have to go lethal, but we don't have to do that. So I'm going to... Oh, and this is the other thing that's really nice. Weapon wheel. You just hold down triangle and you can pick consumables. This gives you boost to your energy and stuff like that. But we're going to take out the tranquilizer. The one thing you might have noticed is... oh, also, depending on how stealthy you are, you get bonus points and experience and stuff like that. So it actually benefits you to,
The Typhoon is in the factoring labs.
I will let Pritchard
There's an elevator
do
just
his
past
little
the assembly lab
shtick.
that will take you to it.
Got it.
But whenever I use, you know, stuff like, what I'm trying to say, my takedowns, it uses the battery bar that's in the top left corner, and that slowly recovers over time, but you have to be careful because you're not going to be able to knock out everyone super quickly. Alright, so we're just gonna see how much we can bypass here. Alright, there is a guy there. I think we can knock these guys out. Let's take this guy out. Alright, so he's out. Okay. Oh, they noticed me. Not stealthy. Okay. So I'm at 45 health, so I gotta be careful. Alright, I'm actually gonna switch to the sniper rifle and take this guy out. If I can find him. There he is. Done. So it kind of has, you have to kind of adapt on the fly. This is the one thing where it's like poorly planning how you're going to take everyone out is a bad course of action. Alright, we're going to take this guy out. Let's see. Point your little head out. There we go. So what I should have done is I actually should have jumped down here instead and took a more silent approach. I could have knocked a couple guys out. But, mission still continues. Gonna grab a couple more stun darts. I'll have to try and be a little bit more, less gun-ho. But, definitely scavenge for stuff. Alright, so we're just gonna switch back to my tranquilizer. Now I have a pistol that I can use. I find it's kind of fair because each room, essentially... I also like that you can actually see the dart. It's still in them, and I like that. But each room sort of has, you know, a sort of set amount of enemies, and you do gotta kind of, you know, plan out your tactics and stuff like that. Now later on, you're gonna get things. So this is the giant ass locker room. So this is just a friggin' bucket of items and stuff like that. So we're just gonna pick up a ton. Oh, oops. Ooh, what kind of ammo? Combat rifle ammo. Okay. And, you know, credits are your money, but this is also my favorite thing to do in the world, is to just run around and open lockers. I know my tastes aren't exactly the most complicated, but I actually do like this a lot, because I like the fact that the player is rewarded for searching all the nooks and crannies. This is stuff that I really liked when I was playing like The Last of Us and stuff like that. Just searching around, gathering goods, picking up stuff that I thought was useful. I'm gonna walk in here and look around. Aha! So there's an interesting thing. I actually could have snuck in and bypassed all those enemies by taking the vent that was probably in the other room. I actually want to see that. If I can find that vent. Probably not. We'll move on. We'll move on. But that's what I mean, is that, like, you think, oh, I had to go down this road. No, there was actually multiple different things you could have done. But I think we're just gonna
Jensen,
slow it down.
I just tried to unlock the assembly lab door, but my override codes aren't working. Someone's changed the protocols.
What? Didn't you plug the...
I'm on it. But until I find this particular breach and fix it, you'll have to hack the door manually. Pritchard out.
Alright, time for hacking. Alright. Now you get a certain amount of temps. So your goal is to kind of, you know, make an area so that you can kind of... Basically, this one's really simple. It's kind of like a puzzle. That red thing's going to try and find the source, which is us right here. And if it gets to the source, then that's bad. So what we want to do is you want to go to like these terminals and stuff like that. Yeah, basically, you know, that's your goal. You want to stay away from the red. A couple other different things, if I could look at it. It's not... Okay, there we go. And then you see other different things like API, data stores, directory, bridges, stuff like that. So basically, we're just gonna, you know, go there. Bam. And now we want to go there. If that would work. Thank you. And bam. We're done. Now we just open the door. Got our first hack. Getting a silent sniper rifle, though, that's pretty damn awesome to get. But that was actually... That was kind of a hidden away, so I can understand that. Yeah, but there's lots of weapons in this game for sure. You can kind of pick and choose what weapons you want to stick with. Alright, so let's see, be a little more stealthy. Nice. Might be able to sneak around if I go this way. So we can see at least 3 of them. I want to see if we can just see... Okay. Alright. Good thing I did that on the fly. Alright, good. Let's just move your body... I don't know, over here. The trash can will hide you. So we're just gonna do that. Grab some chips. Oh, what we got here? Shotgun cartridges. Why not? Some more combat rifle. So I actually want to open up this door and I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try and take him out. Oh my god, I missed him. Oh wait, no I didn't. Alright. And bam. Took him out. Done. Alright. That was a little bit sloppy, but what you gonna do? Alright, so I just took a bar. Beer. Let's take some beer. Don't know what that did. But there's different items in the game that will do different kind of things. Those security systems. So let's do a little bit of exploring. Let's pick up some stuff. Oh, we got a security detail. The failsafe. Okay, so this is what I mean about reading emails and why it's important. K-Rod are in charge of the bomb. Should you need to disarm it at once, set failsafe code to 1505. 1505. Now let's stop these. So 1505. So now we have the code. This is why actually taking this guy out was important, because now we have the code to disarm the bomb. So we can disarm the bomb and save the hostages. Alright. Now, I actually forget. If I go through the door, will that kill them? Well, we're gonna find out. Because I might be able to disarm the bomb. 1505. So I actually want to see if I have to do that.
Automated dispersal device deactivated. Countdown terminated. Have a nice day.
Pritchard, get word to
Nice.
Sarah. I found the hostages.
I'm relaying good news, I hope.
They're safe, and they're staying put. SWAT will have to exfil them as soon as I've got the prototype.
I'll tell Sarif, but don't take too long.
There we go. See, now I'm doing... Now, I have a feeling I could have known. I want to know where this vent goes. Or if I just had to go through. So these are important things, because if I had gone through the door, it would have triggered, and then if I hadn't typed in the code in that couple seconds, boom. Would have been some dead hostages. That wouldn't have been good. Oh, it was up here. Okay. Okay. And this is what I mean. I just want to showcase as much as the really clever level design and vents. Gotta love vents. There's actually even a ladder I can take. Let me just take this ladder. Doopy doopy doo. All the way down here. So this was probably... That's what I mean. I like Traveler. I like the fact that... okay, so it was behind a box. So that's also another thing, is that when you're playing... If you do pick up this game, move the boxes, because sometimes they'll be hiding important stuff. And we gotta do some more hacking. We might have been able to get the code out of them, but I think we can hack this. Simple hack. So basically what we should do is we should probably go here, then here, so that we have two like slower things. So let's set up a defense. All right.
Access granted.
Yes, we did it. All right. So far, so good. A little bit rough, but oh, a snack bar. And we're about. I think we're just about to finish the mission. Oh dear God, I was wrong. Let's check that map. All right, I am here. I need to get all the way over there. Jeebus.
I don't know about that. Seems obvious. Yeah, it feels weird leaving him, you know? Like, what's he looking for? Proof that these fuckers are lying to us, I guess. Just like Zeke said. I hope Zeke knows what he's doing. Me too, man. Me too.
I need to get into that vent. Okay, in the vent. Alright. So, instead of trying to fail at doing that section, oh dear God, I'm just gonna... I see your little feet. I see your little feet. Apologize if I'm not talking that much. It's this game does actually, you have to kind of think about what you're doing and how you're going to accomplish it. I'm gonna probably try and knock him out if I can. Yeah, let's just knock him out. Hey there, buddy. Alright, good. More credits. Let's see about moving you over here to this room. Really? The dragging mechanic's a little bit finicky, but overall it works. Alright, so I'll get some more stun darts. Ooh, hello. Frag grenade. So if we really want to go loud, we can really go loud. Alright, but I think we're doing good right now. Alright. It's all about watching the patrols. I'm just gonna sneak my way over here. Alright, I think I might be able to just sneak my way over here. We're gonna wait for this guy to make his way back. You can kind of see the direction that people are pointing, so we can use that to our advantage before we take the elevator up. That's what I mean. It's like you don't have to actually, you know, fight people in this game. You can just choose to be more cautious. Alright, we did it. Nailed it. So we just avoided that altogether. And this guy doesn't seem to be doing very well.
Step away from the console. Now! Help me!
Well...
Son of a bitch.
So that's a problem with having cybernetics.
Where else would I be?
Somebody can hack your brain.
Adam, it's David.
Yes.
You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressure me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
Deal with them. Alright, we're gonna go have a little chit-chat with Sanders. Alright, let's see if we can take, let's just... And knock you out. And that guy's just standing there. That is hilarious. And he falls down. Hey! Just a bunch of buds. That's kind of hilarious. You out, and if there's a guy nearby, I'm gonna knock out the other one. Alright, I did it. See, that's how you stealth. Or that's how you poorly stealth. Alright. Bam. Merciful Soul. There's actually an achievement to not kill a single person in this game, and good freaking luck if you do it. Ovid. Now, before I forget, the other big complaint that people have about this game... oh, some more information. Scroll for that really quickly. If you want to learn more, I would just say, buy the game and read more about the information. But the biggest complaint that people talk about this game is that, obviously we haven't got to it, but there are bosses in this game. They were very poorly handled in the original release because you ended up the only thing you could do was just shoot them in a very specific way. So that's why you would keep your, your shotgun and stuff like that. However, it's in the director's cut, which is what we're playing. You get a couple different more options. You can use turrets and stuff like that. You can hack things, so it gives you a little more variety. But honestly, the boss battles in this game aren't great. They're probably the weakest part of the whole entire package. So I would suggest, like if you just, they're only far and few. There's about maybe like I want to say about three bosses in total. So it's not too bad. It could definitely be a whole lot worse. And actually, there's a really cool thing with one of the bosses. You can just hack your way to victory, which I think is pretty cool. There's an ebook. Get some more experience. All right, so this is probably it. So I'm just gonna do one more quick save. Saving. It's the circle of life, people. All right, so here we go.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look. Serif's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Hunter! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is, here, but I gotta check things out. So, mia la vieja, we're leaving.
Take it easy. I've got as much interest in finding out who's behind this as you do. I won't stop you.
What are you doing? No! No! Quiet, puta! Don't make the man do nothing stupid. You just stay back, and we'll all be fine, Cholo.
Whoops. That's not what...
Stop right there!
I screwed up.
Adam!
Yup.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser! I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady is my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? I don't work with dogs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
It's pretty screwed up. You're doing better than you think. You said... You're doing better than you think. You said you're a vet, so I know you got the balls to handle this. You don't need a civilian to get out of here.
You're doing better than you think. You're still standing, and that's more than the hacker was expecting. You said you're a vet, so I know you've got the balls to handle this. You don't need the civilian to get you out of here.
You got a good point there. But still, there's no way I can put my trust in you. You're on the same side as the cops. They got me completely surrounded and there's nothing I can do. I'm all alone in here.
Okay, this is what I mean where you have to start thinking about the dialogue tree. God. I remember I had this right. Okay. The hostage is my only...
Nothing else to say.
Okay, that's a little bit weird. Cops are looking at surveillance. Let's do another empathize.
The only thing the cops are focused on right now is the safety of the civilians. Same as you. You've risked your life to do what's best for other people. You're not some drive-by banger.
You're right. I'm not. You know what? We're done talking. The puto who tricked my brother thought he had us beat, but we are so much tougher than he counted on. I'm gonna go find him and anybody else who helped him. And when I do, they're gonna see the Angel of Vengeance in action, baby.
Listen, the hacker's plan was for you to die. He knew there would be civilians here tonight. He thought of everything. He used your brother because he knew you would trust him. That's how well he knows you. He expected you to take a hostage, just like he knew the cops would kill you for it.
You're right. Damn! You know, he even asked me once about hostages. I told him I would if I had to.
Ah, there you
I
go.
thought I had to here, but I can't afford to, can I? Go on, get out of here. You're free to go.
Yeah, I did it. I
I
did
did
it.
what you wanted. So let me go. I got Blade here too, I see.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you do, cabron.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll owe you one. But I promise you this, someone's gonna pay.
Hey,
Adam, what's happening? What's your situation? Adam!
Sanders is gone, boss. But I'm pretty sure he's just a dupe. Somebody else set this up.
yeah.
Damn it. Okay, I want you back here now. The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Farida on it.
Copy. Jensen out.
Jensen out. So basically, yeah. So that was basically a mission in Deus Ex. Typical combat, you know, lots of events, lots of hacking, stuff like that. That was just one of the several different dialogue confrontations you have to go through, and you really have to think of how to approach the situation in those events. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the quick look of Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut, and this is William Liberty's Game Smash. We'll see you guys next time.